And welcome back, everyone, to Scales of Fate.
Woo! Let's go! Let's do it!
I do believe that we are live, but if we're not, just text us and be angry with us. I'm just kidding.
Damn. You can find his personal number in the chat.
Yes. 867530. Moving on. So, we are here to play D&D, as you can tell by all of our dice and nerdiness exuding all around the table. Shout out to all of our sponsors. You can find all of their information in the links down below. And as a brief recap of what happened last time, you guys had decided to move into the caverns underneath the city in order to potentially find hide or hair of the chromatic spiral. Getting down there, handling a aquatic attack, you guys took a brief rest and discovered some strange mind-manipulating statue of a red dragon flaming in the center of a room. But not so long ahead of meeting two floating kobold skulls with a curious disposition about them. Interacting with them, and by that I loosely mean you guys attacked them and then decided that you didn't want to do that anymore, and then...
They were strong.
Two people attacked them.
Yes.
I would have fireballed them. Next level.
Yeah, and they would have been like, oh yes.
Fire, my favorite, what I'm made of.
They had shown you guys the entrance to their charge, or their protective duty, which was a massive vault door with a depiction of a three-basket scale, balancing between them a glittering, chromatic, hued object, a shiny, burnished, metallic object, and a swirling mass of colors, which some of you had indeed deduced might be similar to the vault that maybe Wygroff was heading to in the desert. If there's one vault there, there might be another vault here. From there...
Yeah, I totally thought that.
I remember putting those pieces together.
Yeah. From there, Zugi had flown around being the eyes of Leon, trying to figure out what had been going on in this area, while Roscoe took upon himself to do some personal reconnaissance into the Dwarven mines. Yes. He had found that it was a very ambitiously deep-dug mine into the mountains of the Cathod. But not before seeing some strange animated darkness bubbling up from the depths.
You mean the Shadows of Doom?
Yes, the Shadows of Doom, the River Doom to be exact. That was a joke and a terrible one. So.
That explains why I didn't get it.
From there, Leon, through Zugi's eyes, had seen a mysterious presence of an extremely tall woman enveloped in shadows.
The Queen of Darkness.
Well, she...
Lady of Darkness.
She had come up to the surface where, for a brief moment, you guys had decided to head back to the city, and Xeris had took it upon himself to go invisible and return to presumably the vault door, but found himself face to face with the Shadow Flame Mother, a entity that we will be getting into presently, as soon as I get a good music change. Before we get started, is everybody ready for this TPK?
Yeah,
everybody ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready for this Xeris K and us running.
It's a total person kill.
All right, so I've found my music. And we find ourselves in the room with Xeris and the Shadow Flame Mother. She stands across the room, very, very tall, maybe 8-9 feet tall, piercing crimson eyes, and that's essentially the only feature about her that you can denote.
The eyes.
The eyes. And though you are invisible, she still has addressed you personally, as looking at you directly. The last thing that she had said was, interesting. A vessel, a shard, and a power, all at once. And there, the two of you stand and stare.
Aesthetically, sounds bad. How does Xeris feel about this? Do I feel... Is this an insight moment?
Is this a moment where the player would like to roll insight?
This is a moment where I would like to know, therefore, should I roll? Or do I just naturally know that I'm completely fine? She's just a good, fair traveler, going about her ways.
That is entirely up to your prerogative as a player. And if you would like to roll insight beyond how you decide to play your character, you may.
I will roll insight. 11.
With an 11,
Above average.
it is slightly above average. Xeris mildly is deer in headlights. He
Mildly dear.
mildly deer in headlights. He had come back down here in hopes of re-entering the vault, and did not quite expect to engage with this person, who is now not only addressing you directly, but seems to feign some sort of knowledge of you as a person. I'd say even with an 11 insight, despite any negative feeling you could glean from this, Xeris is above all curious.
So I'm sure I do a little, trying to see if they can actually see me. And assuming that is done so.
I'm not speaking to an empty room here.
Hello. What do you want?
You see her slowly, soundlessly descending the 3 rings into the center of the stage where the broken statue rests. Lightly waves a smoky, shadowed hand over the statue as it begins to reform itself and catch back on fire.
Anyways, I was just going.
Where are you?
Yes, I'll let you. That was broken when I got here.
No, it wasn't.
I just walked in here. You saw me.
No.
It was
I had
broken.
seen you through the eyes of the statue.
Okay. Well, then you know that I was, very for the statue.
Yes, you are, indeed.
Anyways, I'll be making my way. Please continue.
I don't think you will. You see, it's quite rare for myself to be treated, if it were, to the presence of above-ground dwellers, especially ones that don't necessarily belong. She steps a little bit closer to you.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this fair treat of my presence. Hearing now that I don't belong, I will gladly make my way out post haste.
She stops, and where you might hear a chuckle, you only hear silence. And she says, "Oh, but don't you wish to know where you came from, who you are?"
Oh, snap.
Yeah, so my demeanor completely changes. Who are you? What do you... Have we met? I say with a false confidence, trying to not lead on that I don't know. Wait, you don't know them. Okay. What do you know about me?
One question at a time. I believe your first was, who are you?
Sure.
She approaches you and
my.
stops at a respectable distance of a couple feet, and strangely enough, you just feel a heat emanating from her presence. And she says, "Some call me the Keeper of Secrets. Others have called me the Woman of Many Faces. Most frequently, I am known as the Queen of Shadow. You may call me the Shadow Flame Mother."
Okay. Shadow Flame Mother. I understand that you're also known as several other names, one of them Keeper of Secrets. Is this a secret that you're wanting to keep with me? Please be forward. You say you know about me. You say you know I don't know much. You know things, and I would like to learn.
As Xeris poses this question, we'll pan back to the rest of the group.
Everything is awesome.
Does Roscoe notice that he has been gone for a little while?
From your perspective,
Briefly.
Xeris has been gone less than a minute from when you had tried to swing on him after turning invisible.
Oh yeah, because I was like, don't fucking do that.
Yeah.
So you have now come out of
Beast
Beast
sense.
Sense.
Roscoe is curious and is starting to move slowly towards that doorway. I want to check on my bud.
Roscoe, where are you going?
Man, Xeris, he like probably shouldn't have gone in there by himself, and I'm afraid he's gonna die.
Why would he die?
Because he's making bad choices.
The Queen of Darkness.
What?
The what now?
The Queen of Darkness.
I'm sorry, could you please elaborate?
There was darkness rising up. Clint,
Oh
Roscoe.
yeah, I definitely saw darkness, man. It was bad. I didn't see no queen, but that kind of makes sense.
There's a Queen of Darkness.
Well, don't just stay in here, guys.
What are we gonna do against a Queen of Darkness?
What is he gonna do?
I'm starting to move into the room.
Start booking it?
Yeah.
Okay, what's everybody else doing?
Does everyone have anything bright?
Yeah, I'm full steam with
Just
with
okay.
Roscoe.
Hey, I tap over to, or I try to reach over to Leon. And say, Leon, don't rush into this headstrong.
Okay.
That's
Let me take the lead, man. I got this.
sometimes works out, sometimes not so much. But let's all discuss this before you
never know.
run into battle. Please.
I'm just pacing.
Does anyone have a very bright light?
Other than the spirit in our hearts, no.
I got this dim ass ring you gave me.
It's very bright at 5 feet.
Well, I'll get close
more
to it
shiny
then.
rocks.
I can make 4 more.
I glow a little bit.
I'll take it.
Everyone's got one.
Okay.
All right, so
So you guys all start heading back in the direction of the vault.
It's your choice if it's a ring or a rock, but I have rocks.
Sure. We're going to pan back to Xeris. And in response of your question, I indeed know very much more about the world than, well, creatures so short-lived as yourself, or at least your vessel is. However, information is pricey.
What is your price?
My price. If there was a smile, it's like you can feel it. She slightly turns and walks a few more feet away, and the visage of herself sits down on one of those rings not far from you. Kind of crosses her hands over the shadowy tendrils rising from below her and says, "My price involves 2 stipulations. The first being, I should wish to have your permission to see through your eyes at any moment I wished. The second, well, in your current state you couldn't oblige, but one day you could. And that one is a promise that you must keep, though not know exactly what it is."
No. Thank you, though.
No.
That's okay. You keep your secrets.
So you wish not to know who you are,
It's
where you
not-
came from.
It's not worth putting others at risk and potentially myself. Quite frankly, I don't really trust you. You're speaking cryptically.
I speak cryptically for there are certain things that one could say in accident that would more or less cause a catalyst within yourself far earlier than need be. So, if I speak cryptically, it is because I'm thinking of others.
Well, then answer this for me. Why would you want to see through my eyes at all times? That's
No, not at all times, at any time that I chose.
Okay, why?
Why?
Yes.
Xeris.
How do you know my name?
She kind of leans forward a little bit more. I know far more than you think.
I think you know a lot. So that's a lot more.
It kind of comes from the territory of being the keeper of secrets. Xeris.
Yes.
There are many, many moving, shifting wheels within the ley lines that's web our world, the next. On every plane of existence, life flows, death drains. There are reasons I would like to see through your eyes, and more specifically, because you too have found within yourself a greater sense of purpose. I very much would like to see what that purpose is.
Can I tell if her intentions are pure?
Give me another insight check.
Okay.
She's not rolling anything against it.
It's a 10.
10. Seems to...
I'm gonna inspiration it.
Okay.
For a 10.
For a 10. She in no way has seemed false. Doesn't seem like she's trying to convince you any more readily than just telling you that she has information from you. And more or less, what she has been asking minus the extra request has been under the same lines. This person is looking for information and is trying to, at some point, at any point that she so wishes, see through your eyes. So maybe the Keeper of Secrets uses other people to discover said secrets. Mm-hmm. And that's about what you can surmise with that insight check.
That's what I was thinking. And then I'm being requested to also make a promise without knowing what that promise is.
Mm-hmm. Of course. To be fair,
little bullshit stuck in my throat.
you're not there. To be fair, there isn't a lot you do know. What's one more thing that you don't?
Deal.
And this is an exchange for information.
Yes. You can agree, and I can give you a lot of insight of who you are, who you were, and potentially who you could be.
He's taking a long time.
What do I have?
I'm just trying to sprint in there.
You guys, in this moment, are sprinting in there. Not quite there, but are heading in that direction.
All right, just don't forget about me.
What would I have to, as insurance, to know that you won't just have me promise to end my own life at some point? It's hard to make a promise that I don't know the result of. Is this going to be something that would risk the safety of myself or my friends?
As to answer your question as to a risk of ending your own life, the answer is obvious. How would a keeper of secrets find new secrets if they killed every one of their constituents? To answer if it can help or hinder you or the friends that you care about, It entirely depends on what you do with the information I can share with you.
So the only risk my friends would be in, or myself, would be if I chose through my freedom of choice.
Indeed.
Okay.
Perfect. She stands back up and walks over to you, holds out a hand, curling in shadow all around it.
I reach towards the shadow.
And as you guys clasp hands, Xeris, you are rocked with a vision that completely changes your entire mindset. You see, in a vast empty space, a swirling rock made with glittering amethyst. Indisposed to other physical things all around it, but also working in tandem with them. You see, as this vision gets closer and closer, thousands of memories refracted and reflected through this crystalline-like structure. And inside of it, you see one that catches your eye. The figure of a large, amethyst-crusted gemstone dragon. You see them flying through the astral sea, what has been made apparent to you, the different spaces in between worlds and planes. You see them poring over manuals, scrolls, spellbooks. You see them search. It's almost as if you can feel exactly what this person is feeling. You feel the hunger, the need, the yearn for more knowledge, more power. And then you see this dragon meeting another amethyst dragon. And you see a psionic wave of energy erupt from its mouth and shatter and destroy the other amethyst. And as all of those pieces fly off into multiple directions, your vision ends, and you feel a gut-wrenching, searing pain in your chest as her eyes staring into yours flare up with a red light. And she says, "There. That wasn't so hard, was it? I'll have more for you when you have more for me." And this is where we cut to all of you running into the room, and Xeris stands there alone,
Clutching his chest.
clutching his chest.
Invisible?
No,
And what?
nope.
Dang, I don't even get a description of the girl.
Damn it, man!
don't
I
even
just
put the
destroyed this
Did
stupid
you-
statue.
Did you fix the statue, Xeris?
No. I'm sorry. You don't look so good. I don't feel too great.
Do you need medical attention?
No. Just a little bit of heartburn.
I have a bonk for that.
Bullshit. It was the Shadow Flame Mother,
The what now?
Excuse me?
the Keeper of Secrets,
Oh, yeah.
the Lady of Many Faces.
The one you said that you were working
The Queen
for
of Shadow.
earlier when you were defending the statue?
Did I say that?
I do believe you said something to the effect of
I
the
guess.
Shadow Flame
Where
Mother.
is she now, man?
No one denies the Shadow Flame Mother,
Oh.
was what you yelled, defending the statue.
Did
was
you
not myself.
deny her?
Point of reference, the conversation that you had had with the Shadow Flame Mother was exceedingly longer than the time it took for you guys to decide to run into this room.
She was just here. She disappeared.
Did she hurt you?
A little.
Did you like scare her off, man?
No.
Are
about mine.
you corrupted?
No. No.
Are
I'm
you
not corrupted.
Xerus?
I am Xerus, yes.
Take a drink of this, man.
He looks like Xerus.
Sirius, what's the passphrase?
Waffle butter.
I got a better. Let's see how he takes this. I'm waiting to see how he reacts to drinking this liquor.
You take a drink?
I grab it. Prestidigitation and take a drink.
Roll me a con save.
Okay. 3.
Tastes amazing,
6.
but the burn you can't prestidigitation away, and he
Still
begins
is.
hacking up on.
Oh yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's my boy.
You've passed the 2 stages of the very stringent test.
I guess I'm not a witch.
Wait a second. I thought you were a witch.
No, he's a wizard.
Thank you. Zach.
You're welcome.
And there is a difference.
Get back from him! Oh. Where did she go?
He's still visible.
No, he's talking about.
He said, "Where does she?"
Okay.
Where's Zugi,
She's
more
not here.
importantly?
I don't know, man, but this stupid statue's back.
Which is anyone feeling weird?
Nobody's feeling any particularly weird, other than points of concern and alarm.
Is it flaming?
What's that?
Is the statue flaming?
It is. It is back on fire. Zugi is not in the room.
I want to smash it.
Don't touch that.
We must find Zugi.
I'll be back. I cast invisibility again.
No, oh God! I swing on him a third time.
Roll me a d20, please.
10.
Your spell falters,
What?
including using the spell slot.
I run.
So I still use a spell slot. Okay, I'm basically out of spell slots.
I run full tilt and tackle Xerus.
Yeah.
Yeah, as there's
what
like
the
a
hell?
image of you kind of trying to go invisible and it faltering, Leon tackles you.
The Shadow Lady has
Yeah,
corrupted him.
I trusted
not
you for a
corrupted.
second. Oh, what's this invisibility shit, man? We're supposed to be a team.
I can open the vault.
Bullshit.
I
Then
can
tell
do
us
it.
that.
I said I would be right back earlier. I don't
We
want you
can
to.
help.
You said you were
The
going to be
problem
right
is
back. You
I-
came in here,
I
and
have
now
to
you
do it
have
alone.
pains and the shadow lady.
Well,
I
then-
don't
That
care
had
for it.
nothing to do with Lamb.
Did you forget words? Because you can like say that shit to us.
Where is Zugi?
I don't know where Zugi is.
You don't, see him in the room.
is.
How can you open the stupid vault, man?
I don't remember exactly how I know that.
You had
Because
cast
the DM told me
augury
so.
twice, and the first answer, which was, "Would I be able to open the vault?" There was a wheel and woe response.
And because the stones told me so.
The flying skulls that are on fire and screaming evil is you're not worried about that?
That's what the visibility was for.
You don't think they're gonna see the door open?
You don't think like, hey, I have this idea, watch my back would be a good idea?
Distraction.
Especially
any sorta-
considering it immediately backfired. Like, we could have been there to help. Let us
sorry.
help.
Well, it's gone down there then if you're so keen on opening this door.
And
I
let's
don't,
go together.
I don't care about no flaming skulls or I've seen enough bullshit. tonight,
I do care about flaming skulls. They have very powerful magic that
They're also
nearly
very-
decimated us.
Very intent on their designation, which is the door, and not letting people open it.
Right now, we're in neutral terms with them. I would like to keep it neutral or better.
We're dead.
Yes,
I mean, I
if
can
we were
try and
dead,
distract
that
them.
was.
Then,
bullshit.
it's obvious.
Do you have something that works on possessed ghost skulls?
Got this gun and
Gun,
this gun.
gun.
I don't
Okay,
know what else
gun.
to
Yeah.
tell you.
No.
These don't work.
Have you encountered flaming ghost skulls?
No, I haven't. I frankly
Okay.
don't care to meet more, but
So let's go fight the two. We have no idea if we can fight.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I appreciate your candor.
We must kill all
I
the dragons.
could probably get at least one of them away.
With
Bullshit.
I like bullshit distractions.
My rock. He's with me. It's better than invisibly opening an invisible door.
I actually like that idea more. If I had known.
Well, you
Well,
can't
we
do it
almost
anymore.
convinced them to
Call
open
us
the door
even,
themselves.
If
Which,
they
being
can.
invisible, would.
I don't think they can open the door.
Then what makes us think we can?
We don't. He does.
This guy.
He seems very sure.
Xeris, you're actually, as a character, confident that you think you can open the door.
Doing what?
All I can say is that through my spell, my augury spell, I feel very strongly that I am able to do this.
So
And
it's
that I
one-
must do it alone.
Does that take a spell slot?
I have a little bit more energy in me. Not much.
So if your plan was to go invisible and get down there, what were you going to do next?
Open the door.
How?
I'm going to find out when I get there.
Simon says. I mean, you had to have had a plan to do something when you got there, right? I mean,
Nope.
maybe you have a gut feeling that something will work, sure, but
Nobody.
there has to be something.
There's not.
Take us to the darkness dragon that infected your mind.
Yeah, I like that idea.
My mind is not infected.
I'm still grappling him. I said that behind his ear.
Yes.
I'm trying to break the
really
door.
loud still.
Okay.
This is just gonna be embarrassing for
Acrobatics or
yourself.
athletics, Xeris?
Yes.
Roll athletics, Leon.
6.
21.
Oh, wait. 10.
21.
Xeris does squirm out of your grasp.
Now I trust him even less. Who is this guy?
How did you break that grapple? He had you pinned.
I need to do this.
That's so embarrassing.
And the thing, your superstitious shit, says you gotta do it alone. Like,
Yes.
all right, then say so.
I did.
Now, yeah,
said
after
I
we
have
all
to do
came
it
up-
alone.
Yeah, you said it now after all the fucking debating. If you want to go do something, you can go fucking do it. I don't care.
I did say it before as well. I did say I must do this alone.
No, you
You didn't
said
say
I'll be
what
right
it
back.
was or what for us to do. Yeah, you said I'll be right back and zip.
To clarify, and this is not something that you five here are aware of, the feeling of needing to do it alone has been you. I did not tell you that you needed to do it alone. Okay.
Xeris.
Just as long as you understand that. Okay.
Based on what had happened with augury,
Yeah, with the gems and everything.
that's what makes me feel that.
Okay. Got it.
Okay,
Well, I guess it'll take me a few minutes to break
be
this
right back.
statue, so...
I'll be right back.
You're going to go open the door.
I'm going to go
What's your
open
plan?
the door.
Thank you.
any
And I'll be right
contingency, anything we should. If I don't come back in 5
Hear me
minutes.
screaming.
Oh no, don't worry. We understand you don't want any help.
Yeah, we'll run if we hear screaming.
Away.
We'll get out.
I'll run towards him.
But
Away.
Oh yeah.
We'll get out.
I thought that friends help each other.
Yeah.
Oh, Stack, man. Stop
He's
my
being a little
conscience.
baby right now, so we don't tolerate
What is a baby?
an infantile, immature baby.
A small bag of
Stack.
pebbles.
Do
Oh,
you remember when you
I'll
were
walk away.
first in the caves with Malachi
yes.
and you had no idea what was going on or what anything meant?
Uh-huh.
That is like a baby.
Oh.
You were a baby then.
And he sees Xeris walking away. We can't let a baby open a door alone.
As I waddle away.
You're
Hey,
right.
just so you know, you're not invisible, man.
He couldn't do it when he tried again. So
You're right,
Are
Sack.
you sure you don't want a distraction?
Xeris
Friends
walks away
do
with his
help
feelings
friends.
hurt.
And that's why we must find this dragon shadow lady and get Zoogie back.
Hey, Leon, hold that thought. All of you. I'll be right back.
No, Stack,
What?
dude.
What?
No, this is something I must do.
No, man.
You let him do it.
yeah, because he's being a
See what
baby.
you've done?
Stacks. No,
No,
Stack.
I follow Stack.
Okay. You catch up with him right at the tail end of a conversation, and Stack comes up to you and he says, Xeris, why do you feel like you have to do this alone? He's still walking with you.
Because I don't want you guys to get hurt.
We've gotten hurt doing a lot of things. We always did it together.
Well, if we want to have a full-on brawl with two flaming skulls, we can. I just figured that I could save us all some bloodshed.
I think everyone here cares about you. That's part of their disposition when they were being kind of rude to you and called you a baby.
It's very insightful of you, Stack. I agree. I believe that's what's going on. They don't understand.
And he kind of stops you, grabs you, and this is when Roscoe runs up. I don't understand either.
That's okay. I do.
Man, I kind of understood your plan when you were invisible, but now I don't even.
I'm going to see if they're there, and if they're there, then I'll turn invisible.
They're there, man.
I mean, I'll look.
Fuck.
You guys are currently having caught up with them, all standing in the room where there was a bunch of, dead carcasses of chromatic spiral and grafted and the like. I need everybody to roll me a perception check.
That's a nat 20 plus 4. It's 24.
Jeez.
Nice. I have a 17.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 10.
17.
Okay.
8.
Same as
All right. 17's here. Leon and Salvo. You guys think you first hear it, and then you see it. You think you see Zoogie fluttering about the room, about to fly into your direction. Xeris, you notice this as not a bat-like creature like Zoogie, and more spot on. Roscoe, you hear the fluttering and you look at it. There's a small paper bird flapping wings and flying in your direction.
Hey, guys, there's some origami shit coming at us.
Zoogie!
No. Is Zugi made of paper?
Leon, you run up to it and you raise your hand out and the paper like falls into your hand. It is a paper origami bird.
Whose is that?
Hey, bird, where'd you come from?
I hand it to Salvo.
I politely don't take
Dude,
it.
I'll take the bird.
I like
No.
birds too.
Bad vibes. Nope.
Didn't the
Do
note
I
say
see any
something about-
markings on it?
On the left wing, there is just a depiction of an eye with a slitted pupil.
What were you saying there?
Didn't that note say something about paper birds?
Yeah, send your birds.
The chromatic spiral was
Yeah.
using them to communicate and see.
Everybody give me a history check. Ooh.
19?
24.
24, 19,
5.
5.
Said history?
23.
9.
23? Okay. And Leon, what did you get?
A 2.
2. Actually, you know what? That checks out. Leon, you weren't even here for this.
Oh.
With a 17, something itches your mind and you're thinking that, why does this sound familiar? Who had the 17s again? With a 17, something itches your mind. Why does this sound familiar? And for some reason, Silra comes to mind. With a 19, 23, 24, you guys distinctly remember Silra saying that all of her missives from Belmi Orzhov were sent to her by paper bird.
Burn it.
What if there could be intel in here?
They're getting intel from it. Burn it.
Can I open it first?
I would open it.
I open it.
Nobody talk.
Okay. Roscoe, you open it. And pinned in a very wobbly, thin hand, you see a letter. And it says, well, as it appears that all of my other sources are exhausted, I must turn to the likes of you, rabble. You have certainly put yourselves in the crosshairs of a war that you cannot comprehend. If you wish to make it out alive, you need allies. If you would wish to have allies and to keep your life, I will send you another bird within the morrow, above surface. It is signed Belmi Orzhov.
Look in the eye. I think you're a crook, man. And I set it on fire.
And learn how to intimidate. That was weak.
I use my dragon powers to set it on fire. With my hands.
It burns up.
I assume I read that out loud. I would have.
Sure, yeah. Roscoe read that out loud for you guys.
We all agree that that's a terrible idea.
I think it's a great idea.
To work with Belmi
To get
Orzhov.
to know who he is, where he is, what we don't have to fucking do everything he says. No one knows how to fucking find the guy.
That sounds like such a trap. It's like screaming
I don't care.
trap.
I'm now explicitly on his side. That's a great fucking idea. I want to go undercover.
Maybe one or two of us.
A trap
Dibs.
sprung is but an inlet.
Why is everybody fighting with each other?
Knowledge is
fine.
No, this is called a heated discussion of planning.
It's debate.
good.
It's good.
I would have studied that handwriting a little more.
Now, if you
Seemed a
guys
little
don't
squirrely.
mind, I will be right back. All I ask is for a little bit of trust. Trust me.
I let you go, didn't I? Go ahead.
And trust me,
I trust you, man. I don't trust the shadow lady you were talking to.
we will
either.
kill.
I'm not sure if you know that he was talking to you.
I don't
mean,
think so either.
We saw the lady. Did we see the lady at all?
No.
The only person that had seen the lady was Leon through Zugi's eyes.
Well, he probably told us.
He would have said that he had seen this woman and she was approaching you guys, but
So my comment stands.
You don't know that he's.
No, I don't know that.
I did mention that I was
No, I don't. But still,
that she was
there was
there.
a secret lady, and then there wasn't an evil lady.
Don't like labels.
Is there anything that I can roll to remember or see if I understand the magic of creating those paper birds or the eye that was on it?
sure. Arcana or history?
Good question. Probably history.
Probably good no matter what it is. You bard.
Is kind of what I do. If this website that I use would work. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna be history. 13.
Okay. With a 13, you know that these paper birds are magically created from a regular sheet of parchment. They're imbued with a little bit of divination magic to where they are given a sender, like the sender gives a designation, and the divination magic within the paper bird flies itself to the recipient. The eye itself, from your memory but not exactly looking at it, didn't seem magical. It seemed more insignia-like, trademarked, if you will. Other than that, you're uncertain of the state of said paper birds.
We don't know if that bird was sent to spy or track us.
All we know is that it is a magical object delivered directly to us under the city by our enemy.
Even if your statement was true, then they already know where we are.
Not necessarily how the birds work. They do tend to just find the intended recipient, but could still be imbued with other layers of magic or...
Should we send one to Belmiorsov and just follow the bird?
Do you know that spell?
No, but I can find it out.
We'll stop by the library, underground.
Anyways,
I don't think the
Okay.
books would do well in this moist humid
Very astute of you
temperatures.
there, Stack.
Go on, do your thing.
All right, yeah, man.
We believe in you.
watch my back.
There we go.
I can't see it, but I appreciate the sentiment.
Well, keep
Use
an
the
eye
force.
for
Use the
anything
safe word,
sketchy.
man.
How far am I from Vault?
Leaving this room, the 7-bridged star formation of this layer of the mine that leads to the vault door. The vault door is probably about 300 feet away.
Okay. While approaching this door, do I see the flaming skulls there?
You saw them the second you walked into this chamber. You saw 2 green floating lights.
Okay.
And continuing to approach, you hear them still talking to each other.
Okay, I cast invisibility.
Okay. Casting invisibility and still approaching the door. What are you doing here?
I go up to the door
Okay.
and hold my hand on it. See if that does anything.
Well, I'm glad you know
Little
how to
door
open it.
caress.
As you touch the door,
I pull
that
out the amethyst gem and hold it up to the door.
okay. Pulling out the amethyst gem, touching it to the door, holding her hand up to the door. That searing pain in your solar plexus from earlier when you had seen that vision shared to you by the Shadow Queen, the Shadow Flame Mother, as soon as that crystal touches the door, it reignites. That pain is now causing crippling, like, it's almost as if you're getting electrocuted. Your body is starting to seize up into itself. And in that moment, your invisibility fades. Because you take, hold on just a sec.
Let's see.
6 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
And in that moment,
And it's concentration though. Mm-hmm. So, but it fades regardless?
it's after taking damage. Baseline invisibility. I don't believe you have greater invisibility yet.
No, if I do an attack, it will end. Otherwise, it's concentration.
All right, go ahead and roll concentration then.
Okay. 11.
Okay. So what?
I'm assuming I can't
is
give
that a pass?
inspiration if I don't know what's going on.
11
Well,
11
you
is,
can over the table, but you do pass your concentration.
Okay.
You take that damage, and as that damage just kind of electrifies you through your body, you guys kind of all hear like a groaning stone sound, like
Oh shit, man! I think he opened it.
as that sound occurs, the scales on the pendulum swing a little bit, and the glittering, multicolored one slides towards the front, and a invisible crack within the doors begins to appear, and then slowly begin to slide over to the side. And as this happens, the 2 skulls whip around, and basically in a panic, both cast Fireball. I need you to give me 2 dexterity saving throws.
Oh, that's not good.
Goodbye, wizard.
Ironic.
Yes, isn't that the meme?
First one is a 7.
It's a fail.
He was an enigmatic character.
14 for the second one.
The first fireball is 28 points of damage.
Okay.
This doesn't have
Still up?
liquid in this blood.
Oh no, I'm down.
Down. Okay.
The second I heard that fireball explode, I'm full sprint.
You guys see 2 explosions of light.
Full sprint towards there.
Yeah. A good question is going to be, when he's down, is he still?
33 points of fire damage. What is your hit point total?
30.
He got shocked.
Okay. With the second fireball hitting you while unconscious for 33 points of damage, Xeris, you are effectively burned to a crisp. And as that happens, the door continues to slide open. And we're going to take our break. Nani?
I can smell my boy.
I can smell my boy.
Damn.
All right, so
See you guys
we're
in
going to
15
take a quick
minutes.
15-minute break, and we'll be right back into the Burning Wizard action. Hit us up in the comments. Tell us how you feel about all this chaos right now. Maybe I don't want to know. Who knows?
This is how much damage Xeris just took.
Just a lot.
Those sound
Hold on, you need
weird
all
when
these
they go
too.
through. When they go, those sound so strange.
know.
They're like what? So what are they?
Okay, going on break. Thanks, guys.
Bye. See you in a sec.
And welcome back to Scales of Fate. You guys more or less had seen exactly what had just happened. Xeris invisibly had approached the door, and you had seen a seam open up within the door and begin to slide open. From there, 2 bright points of explosions had occurred. The flaming skulls not being affected by fire. Just cigarware.
Write down in my notes. Of course they are.
And I'd imagine, just as a vibe check, after seeing this, what exactly are you guys doing here?
I'm pouring one out for my homie in my gullet.
I'm cautiously assessing the situation and the placement of the ghost skulls and the door.
Okay.
I am in
Coming
a
up with the
shell shock, almost PTSD-like state, and I don't want anyone to necessarily run in, and I'm slowly filling with rage.
Okay.
They don't know that the invisible guy was with us. We still have a chance to get him on our side.
Hold on. Just a second. JJ, what are you doing in this moment?
Oh man. I've seen enough dead bodies to know that this guy is not with us any longer. Because I was going to rush over there, but I think I already know.
Okay. And Thalner, what are you doing?
Also pretty shell shocked. But like almost not even realizing, like just face blank, but feet moving out of instinct forward.
As you begin moving forward, Stack starts moving forward with you. And it starts with a couple of steps, and he starts running.
Stack, wait.
Sprinting, he's
Stack.
ignoring you.
So I run, I'm like, oh shit, you guys, you must have gotten the thief, man. We were tracking someone through here.
As
I only
you-
heard something.
Are shouting that, the doors continue to swing open, and you guys begin to see past this door a small singularity, an orb almost, pulling in and absorbing all light. There is a feeling of you being pulled, and as you see, you look down, your feet are dragging along the ground, dust is picking up in the air and starting to zoom into the doorway, and you guys know that there is some form of vortex or consumption happening beyond this door. You continue sprinting, alongside Thalner and Stack, and as Stack kind of reaches up one of his three-fingered hands, from ashes on the ground, spreading dust through the air that winds off and then gets sucked into this vortex, a bright amethyst crystal shimmers and shines and spins and spins and spins, rising up to the meridian of this door, and a blast of purple light exudes from it, and the door begins shutting again.
I run as fast as I can.
By the time you guys get up to the two flaming skulls, which in this moment have just been staring at this vault in shock, the doors close, the seam disappears and melts together, and that crystal slowly begins to descend.
Is the crystal outside the door?
Mm-hmm.
It's no longer sucking us into its vortex?
Yes.
But the crystal's outside?
Yes, it had appeared that the crystal had shut the door.
I looked at the skulls and I'm like, man, you guys fucked up.
No, we were protecting the door.
Well, you did a bad job, man. I hope your boss doesn't get pissed. That shit just opened.
Well, you guys were the ones trying to open the door.
No, we weren't even fucking here. You were the closest ones.
And at this time, Stack has walked forward and gently catches this shard of amethyst in his hand and holds it.
I'm like right beside Stack, just like staring, like, what?
As you look into it, give me a perception check.
I'm twitching.
Is this the same crystal heart that Xeris was holding? Or is this a different crystal that is amethyst?
You immediately recognize this as different.
21. Because the ones we all had were kind of heart-shaped.
Yes.
Yes, so this was dragon heart.
This is a long, sharp, slivered vein of crystal, probably about 10 times the size of the ones that you had seen before. With a 21, looking into the crystal being held by Stack, you actually see the white-haired, purple-eye visage of Xeris shifting and moving, living and changing. It's like memories, but not. It's like the essence that is Xeris is inside of this crystal.
Stack still has the orb inside him,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I kind of reach over and like grasp under his hand and say,
Let me carry this one.
And he just kind of scoops it over and... Oh. Okay.
and I gently take it and carry it and turn to my group and say, there might still be hope.
I'm twitching hard, like fidgeting, like I'm holding, like just shaking my head, like I'm this close to shooting.
Can I roll a history to see if this makes sense at all?
Yeah, go ahead.
Respectable. 21.
With a 21, this normally would warrant a whisper, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you above table.
I would have immediately told everyone if I knew anything.
Okay.
They all signed the NDA.
You do know that upon death of a dragon, many different circumstances can arise. They can cause waves of energy to change and corrupt pregnant people, thus creating Sunderkind. They could completely alter the landscape around them. They can cause just bursts of arcane energy that affects and harms those around them. This is not dissimilar to that type of death, except on a very small scale. You are in your mind equating this to what is called a draconic expulsion, scientifically. And the fact that there is still a crystalline shard of amethyst there means that there is still life within that crystal.
I'm communicating this as I'm realizing it.
Are you saying that he was like part dragon?
Or imbued with the power of the dragon.
Just like me.
Yeah, I was gonna say not unlike our emerald friend here. Which would make sense.
I lean down at the burnt body.
No, it's dust.
It's just
And now
dust
gone.
and ashes and mostly gone. It's just a mark on the causeway.
Our body is this crystal, basically,
Yep.
if you will.
I grab a handful of the ash and I put it in my pouch. I'm gonna bury it later somewhere.
You do so. There was a bit of ash that was still clinging to a rock that had jettied up, basically a crevasse that the vortex had not pulled in the rest of the ash yet, and you do scoop up a handful of ash.
You might say a sconce.
I'm curious how the skulls are reacting to this.
The two of them more or less have been arguing the whole time, and then after hearing Salvo give this explanation, just kind of got quiet and have been like bobbing and watching you guys. And as they notice Roscoe kind of giving a look of recognition and looking at them, they say, "Well, yeah, that's why we said to open the vault." "Yeah, you guys need to leave, or we're gonna burn you too."
We need to leave. I think you gotta go tell your boss that you fucked up before we tell him.
"Well, we'll tell our boss you we fucked up, and you fucked up.
Go tell him then.
You go tell your boss you fucked
I'm
up."
gonna tell your boss. You better get there first.
"Okay, Karen." Sorry. Low-hanging fruit there.
Talk to your manager.
Because he's a halfling? Wow. Wow.
But no, you guys gotta go, or we burn you like them.
Do you think burning him is what opened the door? Did you open the door?
Sounds like you opened the door.
You weren't supposed to open the door.
Give me a deception check with advantage, Salvo. Salvo.
Deception. Alrighty. Clean straight roll.
With advantage.
Okay.
Oh,
19. Second best I could do.
Lowest I can do.
You see the two of them,
I'm
like,
an artificer, not a talker.
the red glowing lights in their eyes, like, continuously, like, look at each other and shift. And they're like, "Oh, do we do that?" I don't. Oh, what if we did do? "No, we didn't do that. We didn't open the door. They opened the door." "But what if Buddingham did open the door?" And, you kind of see the green flame of their visage start to wink out a little bit, slowly. And then eventually the lower voiced one goes, "I thought we did our best." The flame is consumed, and the skulls of the kobold clatter to the ground.
I logicked them to oblivion.
God, I gotta feel bad.
I don't.
I
was about to shoot them after you guys.
They
went off.
literally just crystalled our friend.
They were doing their job.
Were they?
No, I mean poorly, but they were trying. Now I feel bad.
You just like them because they're kobolds.
Well, I don't know.
Would you like to keep the skulls?
They were dumb. Now I feel bad.
as you say that, you hear Stomp! Stomp!
No, no!
And I crush the skulls with my
Damn!
Yeah.
You easily crush them. Scattered ivory bones spills off the causeway into the abyss below.
Let's go find this shadow dragon lady and kick some ass.
I like that idea.
I really appreciate Leon's bluntness and directness to his goals.
Hell yeah. Dude, last time I saw the darkness, it was down.
Makes sense.
I saw it too.
How is your reviving an entity from crystal essence? Is that in your wheelhouse?
We got band-aids and Neospore in this. Yeah.
We've already lost one, we can't lose two. We must find Zugi. Let's go.
I was gonna say we will absolutely be keeping an eye out for Ziggy.
We got
Everybody,
everybody. That would work.
Everybody looking for Zugi, give me a perception check.
Can I investigate for Zugi?
No.
That's not good. 5.
15.
8.
What is it? Perception?
Yep.
22.
22.
That's a number that I like.
Leon?
5.
I smash. I don't look.
With a 15, you don't see much. With a 22, you notice on the crystal being held in Thauner's hand, almost as if it was carefully inked into the creation of this crystal, there is a white formation of a bat kind of embossed into the crystal itself.
Everyone that's looking, I kind of point over to the crystal. I think our friend's in there too. I don't know what that means, or how to even take that.
I quickly drop down Indian style and try to not fall asleep, but try to connect with Smargard as best I can, which is just relaxing my body and almost going to sleep.
Meditative stance.
Yes.
Sure.
Take your bouncy ass.
What are you doing here? Are you using your draconic intuition? Are you just trying to communicate with Smargard directly?
I'm trying to communicate with Smargard directly,
Okay, give me a religion check.
and I will say, what does all this mean? Was he like me? What should I do? 12.
With a 12, everything that you receive in response is emotional, as if your emotional state is being bypassed. And the first feeling is empathy, understanding. You know what it feels like to be shattered. The second feeling that comes about you is brief, albeit powerful, grief. And then immediately afterwards, resolve. That the fight is not over, and that there are ways to rectify and find vengeance for events that have happened today. Additionally, while Leon is in this state, you all hear a rumble, like stone grinding against stone. And from below, you hear a deep roar. Ooh, that got me. And you guys, a few of you, look over the edge, where there was once only darkness. A snake-like swirling aspect of red light is now zooming up into your position. What are you guys doing?
Is there
Get
like
to the front of the group.
a bunch of stalactites or anything above that hole in a cave that I could perhaps knock out?
Yeah, there's definitely stalactites in the top, though. With your vision, you can't necessarily see the top of this cavern.
Would one say red or ruby?
One would say flaming if one did not know better.
I don't know better.
Does one know better?
In this circumstance, none.
I am going. Is the roof of that pit within 30 feet or 20 feet of me?
Nope.
Fuck.
Much, much higher.
How much?
Hundreds.
Hundreds?
Hundreds. 3 to 4, to be precise.
As Leon kind of moves in front, I shout like, "Be careful!" and cast Healing Word to give. Yes. 9 points of healing.
And does anyone have less than 13 temp hit points right now?
No, I have exactly that.
Okay, so from here,
So
you
have a
guys standing around, hanging out.
Getting ready. I mean,
Is the rumble aggressive?
Yes.
Is it loud?
Yes.
Is it natural, or does it seem to be coming from an entity?
It seems to be coming from this long, flaming, snake-like entity that is rising from the darkness of the depths.
Okay, cool.
There's
fast
like
is
a
it?
south tunnel.
how fast is it moving?
Very.
Can we run?
You could try.
There's a tunnel that's not the way we came and not down. There's another tunnel.
The west tunnel, the one that Leon had seen the Shadow Flame Mother leaving from.
Yeah. I kind of like that tunnel.
Is it small?
It's large enough for dwarves to pass through.
Yeah, I like
But
that.
small enough that maybe smaller than a giant flaming snake-like figure?
You give a brief assessment. You now notice that this creature is probably about 300 feet away below you. And you also assess that, yes, it's probably too small.
I like that. Let's do
Run.
that tunnel.
West tunnel.
Please use that west tunnel. West tunnel, go! Yeah, run.
Rolling for run. We run.
Yeah.
Good run.
Everybody running?
I'm running.
I'm backwards, staring.
Bringing up the rear.
Yeah,
Okay.
the rear.
I imagine it still looks very smooth for you.
Everybody roll initiative.
Ooh, nice.
10.
Does this count as inspiration if it's a nat 20?
Yes. Any skill check, which initiative is a skill check. If you get a nat 20, you gain inspiration.
Well, then that's a 21 initiative. Sorry, I know you're going to do the brackets.
You're good. No worries.
I'm in that first bracket.
All right. So, 20 to 25.
21.
Okay.
Too bad our whole party died here in this cave.
I should have taken that TPK shot earlier.
15 to 20.
18.
18 for JJ. Anyone else?
No.
10 to 15.
10.
Oof.
Oh no.
Team small is team slow.
No, we're fast. We're
No,
just
we're
not
just
paying
farthest
attention.
from the creature.
5 to 10.
6.
6.
Who
Hey.
has the higher dex modifier?
I've got 4.
4?
2.
2? Okay. So Roscoe.
But I agree, we're just faster than everyone.
All right, and then I'll roll initiative for Stack over here. Oh, -2. He got a 10. And Leon, your dex is definitely higher, so Stack will go after you. Okay. You guys run. And making your way through this southern tunnel, or not tunnel, it is quite literally a stone bridge that spiderwebs out making your way from the southern end of it where the vault door was, heading north, you immediately hook a left, trying to go out to the west tunnel that Roscoe was pointing out, or Leon was pointing out. And in this, the creature got a 24 on its initiative. And behind you guys, wrapping around the bridge in a spiral-like fashion, a burning snake-like entity with only a pair of wings, no legs, swirls its way and raises its body above and looking directly at you guys. I need everyone to give me a dexterity saving throw as it launches a spray of fiery, shadow-like breath.
Clan bait.
Stack failed.
16.
What color is the breath?
Reddish.
It's all red, man.
Gonna use my inspiration?
Okay.
Wow, same roll. Good use of inspiration.
Can I give my inspiration to Stag?
Yes, it can. Do you do so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ow.
He passes.
Nice.
For those of you who passed, you will take 7
is
points.
passing?
I didn't even get the entire dexterity save roll. What did everybody get?
18.
18 passes.
16.
16 passes.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 passes.
8!
8 fails.
4.
24 passes. Stack passed with an 18. For those of you who passed, you will take 7 points of fire damage. Salvo, you will take 14.
Yep.
As this breath just spills all over this causeway, flames lapping over the sides, and you just hear once more the screeching in the air as the other half of its body begins to uncoil from the bridge and rise up into the air,
Nah.
now chasing you guys. From here, it is Salvo's turn. You are roughly 200 feet away from that western tunnel entrance.
Time-wise, how long has it been since the combat that we had last?
The one with the underwater creature?
No, after that.
The statue?
Yeah, I guess it was combat with the statue.
About an hour, a little over an hour.
A little over an hour?
A little over an hour.
Take it.
So my cannon is gone.
Don't take it.
That sucks.
Does that mean the 10 pin points are gone?
No, I just can't do it again. Bloop. Yep. How far am I from the tunnel entrance?
You being in the middle of the group, higher initiative, that'll put you in the middle since other people were starting to run first. You are roughly 200 feet away from that tunnel entrance.
Orc me. Yeesh. Well, I run for that tunnel entrance.
Dashing? Yes, I know you're handsome, but...
Yes. Cause nope. So my thing is gone. Yep. I'm dashing.
Okay, make a note that you're about 140 feet away from the entrance.
Yep.
Okay. Bonus action, do you have anything?
I would have.
Gotcha.
It's been too long.
All right, JJ, you're up.
Okay. Is this... Wait, is this combat or is this a skill challenge?
Combat.
Combat. Okay. Should he go bang? Let's see.
So you said 140?
You, yes.
I don't know how far away I am, but...
You're within shooty distance.
The face.
That's not good. It's a 15.
15 barely misses.
Okay. And
Fires off a shot, just goes wide, briefly whirring past a flame that is encrusting this creature's body as it roars back at you in response. Now what are you doing?
Okay, I'm gonna run as far as I can away, and then bonus action ready my next shot.
Okay. Go ahead and mark your 175 away from the western tunnel entrance.
Okay.
Leon, you're up.
I scream out, "Run! I will hold it back." And then I telepathically connect with, I guess, whoever would be closest to me at that time in the chain. Which
Theoretically here it would probably be JJ.
I connect to JJ and I say, "The only way to win this war is to unite the gemstones." And then I rage and I charge towards the dragon.
He stops, says that, and starts charging towards this dragon-like creature that very much takes an interest in a figure running towards it.
Do I have any action economy?
You would have to, in order to, if you were wanting to melee attack it, you would have to run up to the part of the body that still has not disconnected from the bridge, putting you roughly 240, 250 feet away from that western entrance that we've been talking about. If you have a javelin or something of thrown nature, you could use it here with an adequate distance.
I would probably just stand at the ready, blocking the. So I'd ready my. I would just ready.
Ready a melee attack?
Yeah, or dodge, if that's possible.
Okay. Well, you can take the dodge action now. You wouldn't be able to ready an action if you would like to do that.
So the dodge, like preparing a dodge action and then just having that, or actually doing the dodge now?
You would need to do the dodge now.
Is there an attack coming my way right now?
The creature, you have the creature's attention.
Okay.
Dodge is good till your next turn.
I would dodge.
Okay.
Right now.
So taking the dodge action, just like kind of stopping there, waiting for this creature to.
Also the dog action, because
And. Okay. Take a note that you are 240 feet away from the western entrance. Stack is just gonna run, and.
dash is what, 30?
His dash is bad. It's 40 feet.
40? Oh, he has a 20-foot.
He's got a 20
I thought it was
foot.
15. So
No.
he's slightly faster than my cannon.
He's 160 feet away from that entrance. Okay, Roscoe, you up.
How far away is this beast?
From you right now, at an angle about 70 feet. What's up?
I run.
Dipping?
Yeah, I dip. You know, four damage isn't gonna do shit. I run.
Okay. Taking the dash action.
Yeah.
What's your movement speed total?
35, so I can go 70.
Okay. Take a note that you were 110 feet away from the western entrance. Okay. Thauner.
So I'm guessing same distance, 70 feet for this creature,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
60.
Yes.
I know, right?
70 is it's like getting a B+.
70 is like getting an F-.
No.
It's not. I mean, I can do some stuff, but not the stuff I want to. It's just barely out of reach. Okay.
You could always run back towards it.
That's the problem. That's why it's a def minus. Is to do anything cool, you have to run towards it, and that's why I ran the
little
other
bit.
way.
Or wait till it
Okay,
takes
okay,
its
wait.
turn.
Okay, hold up.
You can ready an action too.
Fair.
I'm gonna use my bonus action first.
Okay.
Cast Kinetic Jaunt. It increases my walking speed by 10 feet. Take my movement 40 feet away towards the southern tunnel, and then hold my action for when it gets within 60 feet of me.
Okay. So you mark that you are 140 feet away from the western tunnel.
Okay.
Just you guys see Thauner just hop, skip, and jumps and begins to fly across this causeway, and then turns around, eyes pointed on this swirling mass of a creature that is now approaching you guys.
I imagine it was like, all sequence of events happening
Yep.
semi-simultaneously. I Kinetic Jaunt, start running, and hear Leon. I'll hold it back. I get that 40 feet, but then stop and turn and look. And I'm like, I'm ready to help.
Gotcha. Okay.
You said I'm 140 feet away?
Uh-huh. With that being said, it is back to this flame shadow worm's turn. It's going to recharge its breath, maybe,
Don't like it.
and it does.
Hard pass.
From here, the only person within breath distance is Leon. It kind of arcs its whole body up a little bit, curves back down, and as it does, ignites its breath, opening its jaw, point blank onto you. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
This is the question I had earlier. Does dodge help at all with these kind of things?
Not this one in particular.
But you have resistance to all damage, right?
Yep.
So if you pass he takes quarter damage. Sweet.
Well, it rolled off the thing, but I'm still gonna count it, even though it's crappy. 13.
If it rolled out, it rolled out.
Depends
13.
what's your normal? What do you normally do?
Normally, I keep it in here.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
your
your
normal
rule
thing.
is-
I just stick
as
to
long
what
as
you
you say
normally do.
consistent.
My rule is in the box, and if your box is the volcano,
Yeah, it's this thing.
then re-roll it.
Like me, mine jumps out all the time. I don't
Feels-
I just forget.
Feels cheap, but I got the dice don't lie. It's the exact same thing.
Okay.
So 13.
So, because you were raging, already halved, you're going to take 8 points of fire damage.
It's perfectly
it-
fine.
Tries to burn onto you, and as it gets closer, you can tell that it's like essentially widening its jaws to take a snap at you, but that'll happen on the next turn in combat. Salvo,
How far away am I now from it?
140. Or from it, it has moved a little bit closer. It's about 60 feet away from you.
I see Leon getting hammered by this fire damage. I cast Chaos Bolt.
Okay, roll the hit. And your trigger was within, if it was within 60 feet of you? Okay, not quite, but almost.
That
Yeah, that's what I
seems like a
figured.
nat one.
It isn't at one.
Oh no, the
God.
dice tell stories.
In Chaos Mode, it changes what it does, right?
It's on the image.
But only on the damage.
Oh.
So
I don't have inspiration.
You turn around and blindly fire a chaos bolt in panic, and it just sails into one of the dwarven columns, smacks it, some of the rock crumbles into the darkness. Okay. Movement speed.
30 away
Okay, you're 110 feet away from the western.
and roughly 90 from the thing.
Yes. All right, JJ, you're up.
Okay. I readied my action, so I have advantage on this attack.
Trying to avoid that damage
What is my aim?
with a weak ass fucking.
No. Okay, good thing I have advantage. Nope. Dang it.
Oh no,
I miss. And then,
you missed.
yeah.
Okay.
And then I will. I don't know if I want to stay here.
You staying here or keeping running?
How far away am I from Leon?
50, 60 feet.
Okay. Yeah, I'll stay here.
Okay. Jack stands his ground. All right. Leon. This creature is 20 feet away from you for melee purposes.
Okay. Oh, man. You're great at keeping that thing just out of reach.
I am mentally keeping a tally of distance.
I know.
20 is.
Within your movement.
Yeah, you can get there and hit it.
I yell out behind me, "Don't stop! Keep going!" And then I jump towards it, attempting. How tall is? We're in a tunnel right now. Right?
So
or are we in an opening?
So imagine just a stone bridge suspended over a blackened pit of a mine. That is what you have been running on. To either side of you is a fall.
Don't let him pass.
Leon the White.
Oh no.
So the head is 20 feet away from me.
Yes.
Okay. I want to try and run up and grapple the mouth shut and attempt to walk towards the side of the bridge.
Okay. You run up and you swing both your arms around and kind of get it in the grass. Give me an athletics check.
For rage, is it
You're at advantage because you're raging.
a 9 again?
Roll better.
For posterity purposes, Jessica, will you please read what Azula says on her face?
Oh no.
Okay, what did you get?
Got a 13.
As a 2 on the die.
Oh wow.
The creature got a 9.
Yeah.
I thought you were about to read out.
So you just swing
I
around,
Still 20.
and
Thank
it's just
No, I hate her.
it's swinging open and trying to snap shut, and you just feel flame and shadow expulsing all around you, but you're holding it tight. You, when grappling, move at half speed, but that's enough to get to the edge. What are you doing here?
I don't know if it's this turn, but I would like to attempt to. How long is this creature? Hundreds of feet, right?
Very. It's lengthwise. It might be 80 to 100.
And the drop is I don't know.
Unknowable.
Unknowable.
Insane.
It has wings.
It
I
does.
thought they were really small wings. They're like non-functional.
He did
it
not. He
doesn't have
never
legs.
specified that. He just said it had wings.
It
had
did
no
come up
legs.
from this abyss.
No problem.
Yeah, it flew. It flew up the abyss.
Moved
It
up
did-
the abyss.
Slither.
The method of
Not take
movement
the
is
elevator.
undetermined.
And all of this is happening inside your head. Just your friends are on your shoulders with wings and devil horns.
Frankly, it's probably more like no legs, can't run, bitch. Dragon, die.
What does Leon do here?
I would attempt to try and shift in almost. If you can imagine, I have the head clamped, and I try and hip the dragon off to break its balance and try and pull it off the side without just jumping off myself.
Okay, so with your grapple check succeeding, and with your movement speed being as such, you can, through brute force, just maneuver its body. It's the back end of it is kind of like writhing and wiggling, trying to get control of itself. The wings desperately flapping. Short of tumbling over the edge, you were holding it there, steady.
I yell out, "If you're still here, go for its wings!" and stand right there.
Oh shit, okay.
Okay.
You already told us to run.
I know, but you guys said I say it to an empty room.
So unite the gems, run, but are you a gem? I don't know. Fuck.
There's a lot of words here.
You guys see, Stack was running and kind of chasing you guys, and noticing that he's not running very fast, he kind of like hears all this commotion, turns around and sees Leon, and looks at you guys again, and starts booking it towards the creature. Stack's about 30 feet away from this creature. He'll get there next turn. Roscoe, you're up.
How far? I'm assuming I'm pretty damn far away from him now.
Pretty damn far away. Roughly 90 feet.
Why does it have to be so big?
Oh no. Don't.
I'm not saying anything.
That was on you, DM.
Everything's on me, I'm sorry.
Why did you have to make it so big?
It's not any better.
Again, that's on you.
All right, Roscoe, what do you got?
Fuck! I take a swig and
I really lost on that one.
I use a key point.
Okay.
Oh shit!
I enact a Step of the Wind, which allows me to take dash as a bonus action.
Correct.
Noise.
I sprint 60 feet back towards the dragon.
Okay.
70.
60 is what
Oh.
I take. I then am within 30 feet
Correct.
of the dragon or the wings.
The head and the wings. It's kind of writhing over the edge right now.
So I want to be 30 feet within the wings.
Okay.
I then launch Breath of the Dragon, and I launch a 30-foot stream of acid at its wings.
Okay.
And
What is the saving throw on that?
DC 12.
Dex.
Yeah.
Well, it got
But
a
he is
5.
grappled.
It got a 5 on the dice. Oh, it's grappled.
it's spritzing on my.
The 5 on the dice ain't gonna do it. The 12 would have, but with disadvantage and with the original roll, it fails.
So, 2d4. But
It's on the sensitive areas.
6.
6 points of damage.
Solid 2d4.
Okay.
I then move 10 feet back the other way.
Okay. You see, as you spray this acid through your hands, you see it kind of actually melting part of the junction between the wing and the body itself. And as it melts, you see spurts of shadow and flame erupting from it as if it wasn't organic material. But it does appear that you had partially severed that part of the wing. Thowner. I know you're holding your action, but we've gotten back to your turn, and it has not gotten within the distance that you were looking for.
Yeah, big beast didn't move.
Wonder why. What are you doing here?
Having seen that situation with Roscoe and hearing Leon shout, "Go for the wings," I'm in on this. That kinetic jaunt does last for a minute, so that's 10 rounds of combat.
Yep. So this is the second.
Aye, it be, lassie.
I still move pretty quick.
Yes.
10 more feet of movement speed.
That was not tell though.
And so you said I was 70, and it moved how far?
With your maximum movement speed.
Oh, that's right. I moved another 40. So I was 110, and then it moved
With your maximum movement speed, you can get within 50 feet of it.
within 50.
Yep.
So it really didn't move at all on its turn.
No, it got to Leon, and
Leon actually pulled it kind of
I
further
distracted
yes.
it.
It used snuggle.
away with hostile intent.
Hostile snugs.
I'm squeezing it so hard right now.
Oh no. Oh no. What you got?
Not much.
Yell in its brain.
Wisdom?
What?
I don't think a wisdom saving throw is going to
He
be
used
super
to
useful.
save with a DC 12
And it
On
works.
what though?
on the dragon.
No, on Dex?
Yeah, and it flew. I mean, its dex can't be
The
that bad.
dice tell their own story.
I don't trust making any attacks with a wisdom saving throw,
You
but
can also just make a cup of tea.
it's better than throwing a dagger at disadvantage.
100% better than throwing a dagger at disadvantage.
'Cause that's
1d4
my-
piercing at distance with disadvantage. Nailed it.
Aiming for the weak point might do it.
Oh yeah, you know that could be as much as 4 damage.
We can fight over the table.
Yeah,
Alright.
right now.
Right now,
Everybody
let's
roll
go.
second initiative.
I have very little health. I will not.
Red side, I'll do spell. Spell it is.
Yes.
Okay, you said I'm within 50?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna just stay where I am and use my action to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw, what is the DC?
15.
That's way better.
7!
Plus,
Fails with a 10.
eat it.
Okay. Didn't expect that from a dragon beast from the depths. Cool. So that's 3d6.
Maybe it hides because it ain't that good.
It's not organic. So it's not thinking.
That's true, and I didn't know that until just now. I was kind of ignoring all my wisdom spells. 11 points of damage, and since it failed, it must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away.
Not available.
But
So, hold on.
it is grappled.
Being grappled, it still has its reaction. Leon, you feel this creature give all of its energy into retreating. More so, you can tell because in an animalistic sense, its snout is now pointed directly down into the darkness. Do you let it go?
No. I sit on my butt and get into full just or using gravity.
You're gonna BJJ this guy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sink
Okay.
as low as I can.
So give me a grapple check, please. You are at advantage.
That's some dead weight shit right there. I mean, active, alive weight. Is that some?
That's a 20!
That's some inspiration right there.
Nat
Okay.
20.
So
Roll
nat
again
20.
to see if you get double inspiration.
No, that's not how that works. Though you are at advantage. So, what is your athletics modifier?
Some.
Plus 2 or 3.
4.
So you got a 24.
Yes.
It got a 23.
Yeah, dude. Weaker.
Oh, look at that. We have a guest player at the table.
Now, I'm just curious.
A tabaxi.
Does the natural of his 20 increase his 24 by any
Not on a
awesomeness?
skill check.
No.
okay.
So in 1D&D,
That's the answer.
nat 20s are automatic successes, which I will not be adopting. I
Oh,
like
they
the
changed it.
the Unearthed Arcana for 1D&D, the upcoming edition, is that when rolling a
Nerd
natural...
speak.
Yes. When rolling a natural 20 on a skill check, it is both an automatic success and grants the person inspiration.
Used to wasn't, now it is.
I'm only doing the inspiration part because the automatic success on a skill check does not make sense to me.
Is there a
But, real quick, it got a 23, which means it's failing its athletics check right here. It tries to wiggle out of your grasp, and you can tell that it's trying to retreat below into the darkness, and you essentially hold its head firm to a point where like the rest of its body continues undulating forward down into the darkness, and you essentially are just holding it by like the upside down of its chin at the edge of the
Perfect.
at the edge of
it's just
the
like,
walkway.
And you're like,
Okay. Look, it's looking a little hurt. With that, it is this creature's turn. It's going to roll to see if it gets its breath back. It does not.
Thank God you're
It is going to roll with disadvantage to try to bite Leon. With disadvantage, you got a natural 1 plus things. It's going to try
Bite
to,
its wing off. Bite its wing off.
it's going to try to claw at Leon with disadvantage still. With disadvantage, natural 3 fails. It's going to try to claw you one more time. What's up?
I will admit I got distracted by the cat. I didn't take the rest of my turn.
Oh, You
I did my
had a
action and that was it.
You had a bonus action,
And move.
dash, movement, and action. Did you want to say something?
I took an action, that was it. I cast Dissonant Whispers.
You got within range of it.
I was already within range of it.
Yeah, she was 50 feet.
Okay. So
Or
what are you
he
doing?
was 50 feet.
So what are you doing?
We moved on into deliberating what its reaction would be, and
Sure.
then went straight into its turn.
Sure.
But I didn't actually finish my
Okay.
turn.
So what do you got?
I guess seeing its reaction and it kind of falling into this more vulnerable state would have taken my movement towards it.
Okay.
And used my bonus action to say, how do I want to word this? It's like, did you say it's hanging over the edge?
Mm-hmm.
This false beast is an unworthy foe. And cast Unsettling Words. It now has disadvantage, 1d6 removed from its next saving throw. 1d6. And it will subtract
4.
4 from
Okay.
its next saving throw that it rolls.
Gotcha. -4 from its next saving throw. Its bite missed. Its claw missed. Its second claw also misses.
Wow.
With a natural 3 plus numbers. And it can't take its movement speed. So now we move on to Salvo's turn.
We were like, run! Wait, maybe.
I'm 90 feet from it. Mm-hmm. I really don't like the way that Chaos Bolt went the first time I tried it. What is an experiment without repeated successes or failures?
True.
Chaos Bolt again.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the hit.
Is that what you rolled last time?
Yeah.
There is!
Got another nat 1.
Sure did!
What?
Wow.
The inspiration.
I think purely from the scientific uncertainty of the circumstances that have arisen since being in this cavern, Salvo is emotionally shook right now.
Emotional damage.
Anxiety, slightly panicked.
Salvo doesn't get like that.
It's rare.
It's fucked up.
And she is going through it. With that being said, do you take your movement speed or bonus action?
Who's further than me?
The furthest is Roscoe.
I'm only 40 feet
Yeah.
From the worm or from the door?
from the worm.
So I'm the furthest.
You're
from-
the furthest out then. Yeah.
Then I move back 30. I'm 140 feet from the tunnel and 60 feet from the worm.
Okay. That's going to be JJ's turn with Leon up next.
Okay, am I still within range?
Yep.
Oh boy.
That's not how it works.
I was just making sure
Okay.
it wasn't stuck.
Okay, so that's a 27 to hit.
Most certainly, my friend.
Cool.
Pick a spot.
Well, I don't think I can see its wings
That's a good point.
anymore.
Open throat.
I'm just shooting it in the face.
Pow, pow.
And then that is going to be. It didn't harm me in the last turn.
No, it tried to wiggle and hurt Leon, and it did poorly.
It rolled awfully.
16 damage.
16 damage. Ooh, nice. That is painful. Okay. You patiently stand there lining up your shot, waiting. You see that its throat more or less gets exposed, and you fire and you see a burst of flaming shadow out the other side, and just a screech erupting from Leon's arms.
Blood splashing across my chest.
There's no blood.
Fire and shadow.
Fire and
Fire and shadow splashing across my chest.
Still hot.
We'll hold fast.
Okay. Leon, you're up.
What a fast hold.
I had a question. I know I am a
2 spell slots of trash.
over the table dex-based build,
Yeah.
barbarian, but my strength saving throw is actually better than my dex saving throw. Is the grappling supposed to be strength or dex?
Grappling as the aggressor is athletics strength based.
Okay.
As the person trying to avoid it, it is either athletics or acrobatics, acrobatics being dex based.
Got it.
Additionally, yes, you are primarily dex-based as a barbarian. Barbarians, while, or actually, it's not even, it's raging or without, you have advantage on dex saving throws. So even though your strength saving throw is higher than your
Two
dex,
chances are better than one.
yes, correct.
Okay. So I guess I'm currently in the grapple. Can I just start pulling the dragon back
Okay.
off the ledge?
You have successfully made this grapple, and you do start pulling it. Go ahead and remake the grapple to make sure that you maintain grip. It's going to try to get out of said grapple.
I'm so confused about his motives.
I think he is too. It's okay.
It's like
Does he get advantage on that?
Yeah, because you're raging, you have advantage on strength-based checks. So,
And I'm doing athletics, correct?
and that is a strength-based check. Yes.
Okay. That wasn't that bad though.
Oh,
Don't look at it.
don't look at it.
Okay, I'm going with the other one, which was a 15 natural for a 19.
Okay. It got an 18 total.
That's good. You win.
So you barely win. It's pulling you at first, and your legs are dangling off the edge, and then you take like the claws in your hand and grab onto the stone below, digging into it, and pull with your arm, and just keep pulling it back, and you just hear, and you
today,
pull it
Santa.
back onto the causeway.
Just to give you a visualization, this is the visibly hardest you've ever seen me be. I am in a almost new type, not new type of rage, but just this rage is vigorously
Almost.
You have a 140-foot flaming dragon in a headlock.
80 to 100 foot.
I'm going with what I said. I'm drunk, and it's awesome. As Ross said.
He's another visual amplification here is he's almost completely covered. His skin is almost completely covered in emerald gems.
I'm just so. I mean, do I have
about
anything
the
left in my
incredible
turn? Really?
So that is your action.
Okay.
Taking your movement speed, pulling it back onto the causeway. You only here have a bonus action if you have one to expend.
I don't think so.
You don't? Okay. So from here it's Stack's turn, who is at a distance to take his movement speed and take a crack on this thing. So he's gonna run up, and because it's grappled, he has advantage on hitting it. He rolled a total of 17, which will hit.
Yes. For 55 damage. I know, right?
No, not that much. But still a lot.
He hates how much it is. Yes.
For 24 points of bludgeoning damage, Stack runs up and just kind of, he tries to do a cool epic jump that I've seen Leon do before and just kind of hops a couple inches off the ground, but takes both of his fists and slams it on the lower jaw of the creature's mouth and essentially grinds it into a paste, and an explosion of fire and shadow happens. From here, you and Stack, and I believe that's everybody within a 20-foot distance of this creature, need to make a dexterity saving throw.
I can't be caught.
Yeah, Stack's thinking the same thing.
Yeah, Stack
Advantage on
failed.
dex saving throws? Isn't that what he said earlier?
no, that's yeah, he does.
Yeah, you have
He does.
advantage on the saving throw.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
That was better. Okay. 18.
Okay, you passed, and you will take a quarter of this damage, which is reduced to 5 points of damage. Stack fails and takes 18 points of fire damage as this explosion just kind of rocks the area. You see him kind of get hit and burn a little bit and like flail back, but then the fire dissipates and he stands there and just green eyes blinking at you. And you guys are effectively out of combat.
I like that technicality. Effectively out of combat.
Woo! What the hell was that?
I smashed it.
Well done,
Dude,
Stack.
I go over, I give Stack a big ass bear hug.
Ow,
Like,
ow, ow, ow. I'm just kidding.
That was good, Stack.
I made a joke.
Stack leveled up.
Okay, but what was that?
oh, I don't know, man.
I mean, I think we all understand what that was.
It was one of the Queen of the Shadows minions.
Does this mean we can go back to the holes?
How dark does it look down there? now?
Very.
Still?
Very.
Okay.
Dude, to be honest, dark is good. Darker is bad. Fire is bad, but just normal dark, I think we're good.
I don't like fire.
Neither do I, man.
Whatever it was, I don't
literally-
think it was alive.
I'm carrying a flask of liquor on my back. I don't like fire.
Let's at least get in the tunnel now, just in case. Roscoe, the owner's walking.
Salvo is also walking.
I'm kind of hurting a little bit. Can we go home?
Alright, let's go to the tunnel.
Let's go to safety first. Yeah, we're going to somewhere where it's safer.
Specifically, where are you going?
The tunnel's not
southern-
necessarily
Or
safer.
not the
The
western tunnel.
western tunnel or the tunnel that you had come out of, which is the northern tunnel?
Northern tunnel is way out. Western tunnel is the mysterious. That's where
Okay,
the
well,
midnight.
to be
thing-
honest, we don't know that the other tunnel's the way out. It goes back to the waterfall that we came in that we cannot go back out of. We can go up those stairs. We also have no idea where that goes.
Which tunnel are we closest to?
Currently reconvening, you guys are basically equidistant between the northern and the western tunnel.
So we don't know either of these. One of us goes past an evil dragon statue and a hole to hell, and the other one goes unknown.
Do we want to try and open this gate again?
The vault?
Yeah.
No,
Is there?
that seems like a bad idea.
there was definitely like a black hole in there.
So we can go this
I'm inclined to say no.
westward tunnel, all the way back to waterfall room, go up the stairs, or go down into the pit.
What, like jump off the edge?
No, there's an elevator. I took it. I mean, it's like janky as hell, but it works.
Down into the pit where this thing came from.
Yeah.
I don't like
Did
that
not do
idea.
that. All right, so it's all the way back to waterfall room, past the evil dragon statue, and up, or right here.
I'm okay with going down either the western tunnel or the one that we came from.
It's literally what I just said.
I said I'm okay with either.
It's not a choice, man.
Does anyone else want to talk besides?
Western tunnel is my vote.
Is there any pieces of the dragon left, or is it all gone?
It dissipated in flame and shadow. There is nothing left.
Do you know how to capture shadow?
I just wanted a claw.
I don't think the call was corporeal.
Okay. Red for Western.
I think we should try and open
Western.
the gate again
Western?
and find the Queen in the Shadows.
Yo, I don't think any of us know how to open that door, man.
Also, last time someone opened the door, they were crystallized.
Yeah, but those guys are gone. I literally think we don't know how to do it.
But then also the dust and then the crystallization and the orb of vacancy sucking in all matter, and then it was force closed by the magic.
You're really hung up on that.
I'm very hung up on I don't understand anything that happened in there, and I normally understand what happens in places.
Yo, I say we go down the pit, which no one wants to do, or we go in the West Tunnel.
West Tunnel, West Tunnel.
We're voting West Tunnel.
It's not back up, not the pit, but somewhere in between.
And I'm not opening that vault, and I will fight whoever tries.
I don't think we
can't
can.
open it. So, no worries.
2 votes for Western Tunnel, 1 vote for whatever the fuck not going up. JJ?
I do want to see where those stairs lead. And they do seem more... I don't know.
It's not where that paper bird came from.
Well, the paper bird, we don't know where it came from, other than in front of us, because we were in the northern tunnel.
True.
But those skulls came from down those stairs.
Up the stairs.
Well, they came
Down the stairs from
down the
up.
stairs
Yes.
from up there, yeah. Which, I don't know. It seems kind of to lead back to where the city was.
Is, hopefully.
Well, you know what I mean.
I hope I do.
If I may be frank,
Your stack.
God damn it. I restrained myself. You should do the same.
was that a joke?
No.
A very bad one, yes.
Oh,
So no.
I heard one of you say it, so I copied it. But... And he looks... somber? He's not really looking at you guys. He's looking kind of at the ground. Xeris is... maybe a crystal. I don't understand that. There was a big door, and it was scary and dangerous. I don't understand that. There was some darkness lady and some darkness dragon, and I don't understand that. And Leon had said that she had come from the tunnel from the west. Looking at all of you now, I think pursuing the west might continue in crystallization, if that is what happens when you die.
We can only hope.
That's the greatest thing you've ever said, Stank. You said a
Thanks.
lot of great things.
I'm just heavy nose breathing and staring towards the Western Tunnel.
I don't think we're equipped to go to any further.
If we go back up the stairs, can I smash that statue?
I would not.
To be clear,
I'll help you.
the Shadow Mother, Dragon Flame Shadow Mother, right? What's
There's no dragon, I just
What's
keep
her name?
adding that.
Shadow Flame Mother.
Thank you, Shadow Flame. She came from the Western Tunnel?
Zugi had shown that to Leon.
I thought they came from the pits. I retract my vote. I vote for up.
Did you clarify that that's where Zugi said she came from just now?
He did very much earlier.
I changed my vote to up. I vote up the stairs where the skulls came from. I changed my vote.
I said I was down with whatever. I'm okay with up.
We can always come back, Roscoe.
But
Unfortunately, Roscoe does not change his vote. Even though I understand the logic.
down there
But he
kinda-
does abide by the vote of the crew. That's an honor, a pirate honor, so.
down there kind of clutches the front of his jacket where he had stowed the crystal inside and said,
The Xeris crystal?
yes.
You have the Xeris crystal?
Yeah.
Okay.
When Stack had picked it up, I was
Gotcha,
like,
gotcha.
I'll take care of this one.
I feel like we may have a chance to rectify, to return that which was taken from us. And while there may be something down below, we should try to save Xeris.
Well, I don't know how the rest of y'all are feeling.
Poorly.
Y'all don't look very good.
I do not
So
look-
I think
I am burned.
a night's rest in order, and I don't know how to fix this guy. He doesn't have organs. So
I may.
Man, I feel great. Like,
And
I'm a little
then-
tipsy, but
on top of that, someone has to know about what the hell is going on down here.
It's also roughly 5 a.m.
Yeah.
That is true. It was night when we came down here, huh?
It was late when we came in, and it's been over an hour since I made my cannon, which was after the sea monster and once we saw the skulls. So, it's pushing 5, if I had to guess. My clock works? I don't know.
Your internal clock says that is about accurate.
Yeah.
I'm going back up top.
Assuming the stairs go out.
They do go up.
I do like up. Up seems safe.
We came down here looking for evidence of hidden chromatic spiral and found corpses and no evidence that they were still down here. We got what we were looking for.
Dude, I got a bloody paper bird from one, like the head guy. What do you mean no evidence?
But not from down here.
No
It
evidence of
didn't
them
fly
getting-
from down the stairs.
You don't know where it came from. What do you mean?
It totally came from that way, not from upstairs. I do know that it
Came from in front of us,
behind
though.
us. So I do, Mrs. Science.
Miss Science.
I'll walk it back
I don't know
towards
your
where we came
history.
from.
And it's Dr. Science too.
No, I have a lab coat.
You haven't requisitioned that from the lab.
It's written right here.
Let's get some sleep.
All I'm saying is
Talk
that,
tomorrow.
yeah, we can have some conversations now about what we found and
I
what
abide
we
by
came
the
looking
vote.
for. We got
If
answers.
we vote to go up, I'll be right by your side.
I vote for the stairs where that may lead.
Yeah, I mean, assuming that's up, we're not entirely sure.
It goes up generally.
I'm headed that way.
You guys all start heading in the northern tunnel.
Up, that wins. So yeah.
If one other person votes up because Xerus is dead, you vote up?
Yeah.
Then
Stack.
that's 3. Yeah, we win. Yes.
Stack votes up as well.
Oh, Stack's vote counts, apparently.
Of course it does.
I still want to smash that statue.
That's on the way up.
Passing through
Stack is a
the
construct.
room that the chromatic spiral had lived in, passing through now this statue, where it was healed and burning, it is back to its prior smashed state.
Good!
I go and I kick the remnants of it.
You kick the remnants of it, and rock scatters about the ground.
Good.
I don't even want to know. I'm
I
out of
don't
here.
understand.
I think the statue and that dragon bees were connected.
Maybe it was a shadow of its former self.
Was that a joke?
No, that was a reference to
Oh.
her name.
Well, then that makes sense.
A shadow is like a ghost.
All right.
You guys continue leaving, back into the cistern room with all of the water everywhere. You ascend those stair-like structures that the two skulls had descended themselves, and find yourself into a small tunnel. This one being very obviously made by dwarves. It's only about 5 foot high at its max, with some old, burnt-out oiled lamps strung about the walls, and eventually, climbing through that area, you do find a doorway out. That doorway leads directly to... You okay?
You popped out of my arms.
That doorway leads directly to the small, now cleared out, vault inside of warehouse 11.
Wait, where we were?
Yep, and as you look around, you see nothing but a burned down, destroyed warehouse vault.
That makes sense, actually.
Makes me so angry.
That does make a lot of sense.
And from there, leaving you in your anger, we will end session today.
Yay!
Leon stares off into the distance and says, "Seems like the only things dragons can hurt of Leon is his heart."
And fade to black.
Yeah, very good luck.
I love that so much.
Okay.
Thank you, Leon.
Thank you guys so much for enjoying Scales of Fate today, including new guest has been very much enjoying Scales of Fate.
Mostly just my lap.
Yeah, that too.
This is Lawrence.
Hi, Lawrence. He's a happy Hillary.
He's a tabaxi bard.
Yes, he's been giving Thelner bardic inspiration this entire time.
Oh my god.
Didn't know my dice rolls, but
I know it's been a dramatic session. I hope you guys had a lot of fun watching us. I hope you guys had a lot of fun playing.
Hope you don't miss Xeris.
If you do miss Xeris, let us know in the comments.
hit us up.
Yeah, at us on Discord, and just tell us how much you miss him, because we already miss him. So,
I'm just kidding.
okay. All right, guys. With that being said, we'll see you guys next Monday. Have a good week.
Bye.